Foreigner debut album on Patreon now, among a bunch of other things. If that's your kind of thing, if you want to see the Beatles album we did last month, some Rolling Stones albums, stuff we can't do on here, any full albums are going to be on there. Less than a cup of coffee. Support good music if you're into that. If not, on to the video.
Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. What's a great life over here?
This was a great life.
Dude.
I was lost in thought about Paul Simon looking a little distraught in his album cover.
Definitely an amount.
Like he seems...
I mean, he had to change his hair.
He seems like somebody gave him information. He was like, oh, fuck, I was not ready for that.
Yup, I'm trying to get into the 80s. Trying to make it happen.
And he did.
Yeah. Context, you had just shown me, me and Julio down at the schoolyard.
Me and Julio down by the schoolyard.
Really enjoyed it. A lot of people in the comments said we had to check out. It's late in the evening.
And I don't know this one. That other one was a Music Share Monday. This one is
this is fresh.
Both Share Monday.
Yep, and Frick, what I tell you, like when I was like saying we should hit this, I was like, we got to hit it. Like his hair looks pretty nice. It looks interesting.
It does look. Well, you said interesting, and I didn't know how to take that. And then I saw the album cover, and I'm like, it looks. Dude,
fun.
Somebody gave him.
Pretty fun.
He better not have tipped well in that haircut. Is all I'll say.
He probably did tip really good, probably. But I think with the hair mixed with the font choice of the album cover, we're gonna get something interesting and different from Paul Simon.
It looks like a scary movie by the font choice.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Well, this is literally from the year 1980.
So I feel like I just hated on Paul Simon a bunch. I'm sorry. I like Paul Simon a lot.
Yeah, this is all. These are all jests and all good fun.
Yes.
Utmost respect.
Yeah, it is a bad haircut, but that doesn't make me like him any less as a person. We all do wrong in our lives. Let's do it late in the evening.
Let's get it. First song on the album.
And I remember there was a radio coming from the room next door, and my mother laughed the way some ladies do. When it's late in the evening and the music seeping through, the next thing I remember, I am walking down the street. I'm feeling alright with my boys and with my troops, yeah. And down along the avenue, some guys were shooting pool, and I heard the sound of a cappella groups, yeah, singing late in the evening, and all the girls out on the stoops, yeah. Then I learned to play some lead guitar. I was underage in this funky bar, and I stepped outside and smoked myself a J. And when I come back to the room, everybody just seemed to move, and I turned my amp up loud and I began to play. And it was late in the evening, and I blew that room away. First thing I remember when you came into my life, I said I'm gonna get that girl no matter what I do. Well, I guess I've been in love before, and once or twice I've been on the floor, but I never loved no one the way that I love you. And it was late in the evening, and all the music seeping through.
Wow,
You
really
know what?
impressive.
You know what? That was tough. That was pretty nice.
It was really good.
Dang.
Was this before or after Graceland?
I think before.
Interesting. Because, I mean, the beginning of it sounds like Graceland, so I couldn't tell if it was like... My guess would have been he was, like, going that way.
Because Graceland was also in the 80s, right?
I think so. I think it was like 81, maybe?
Right, because this is 1980, so it's like as early 80s as you can get. So I would imagine Graceland was a little bit later
I think
at
it was
least.
81, but I don't know. Either way, very
This
similar.
was dope.
Yeah, really cool. I love how he, like, his storytelling, obviously, that's what he's famous for, is, like, very, like, especially the line, the two specifically, and my mother laughed the way some ladies do is great.
Yeah.
And then the thing where he's like, I was with my boys, I'm with my troops.
Yeah.
Like, it was just such a cool, like, he gave the feeling of being, like, I don't know, 12 years old to 15 with your friends, like, walking down a neighborhood. Like, you're with your, it feel like that's how it feels.
Yeah.
And it's such an innocent, but, like, wholesome way to feel. And it just feels cool. I don't know. I just love the way he,
Yeah, no, absolutely. Or like that, but even like as well on the same line, just being like young, even like let's say early 20s, and you're going out to the town to like drink with your friends or shoot some pool, like that vibe as well. But just like being with your peeps, it's super interesting. And I like the when to play some weak guitars on stage in this funky bar.
I was not on stage. I was underage.
Oh,
I was underage in this funky bar.
Oh, I missed that part. That's freaking awesome. Damn, this is cool.
Yeah,
This is a great little tune.
Yeah, and the drums are fantastic. Obviously, like
start to finish
I love
rhythm.
the horns. Like it just feels like a party. It feels like you're like, and not like dance club party. It feels like I have a friend Kai who is like somebody I went to school with, and you met him.
Yeah.
And you actually went to one of his parties. So his whole family, they're from like Trinidad and Tobago, and they like throw these huge, just every family member from 12 generations comes, and they're all like grilling like meats and stuff, and like
So fun.
all just playing loud music. There's a big bar full of alcohol. They're all singing. They've got a drum set in the living room, and like they've just got random instruments. Like it doesn't matter how well you play. Like, do you want to go play? Everybody's gonna jam. And like that's the feeling I get from this song is like that environment, and it's just so wholesome. I love it. It's just lovely.
That's dope. It was funny when the horns and stuff first came in that break. I was down for like half a second, and then I was not down for more seconds, and I had to surrender, and then I liked it.
It's fair.
But it literally was like a whole little
So you didn't
process.
At first the horns were just what did it make you feel?
I mean, immediately I was like, ooh, cool. And then once it was there for more than like 2 seconds, I was like, not cool anymore. And then still didn't really like it. Like for the whole middle break, I didn't like it really. And then towards the end of the song, when the horns came back, and I was like, actually, the horns do fuck. Like the horns are dope.
Well,
but
listen, that's the
God, it was such a fun
way
song.
you like a song. Yeah, I love it a lot.
It definitely adds a fun factor to the song, because the song already had lots of cool factors.
Yeah.
But that gave it like a different level of like a fun factor. I feel like. Damn.
All right, rating. I know. Breathe in deeply. Okay. 3, 2, 1. A plus.
I respect
A.
A plus.
I'm going
heavily.
A. I'm going A.
You want A?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking back to other Paul Simon songs.
Yeah, I did immediately too.
And there are just so many.
There's so many significantly bangery bangers, or even not bangery bangers. But yeah.
Damn.
Like I think this is I think this is one level below Kodachrome, and I think it's 2 levels before 50 Ways to Leave Your Lover.
Yeah. Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
Damn, how can he do so much?
Yeah, it's still great. It's still fantastic.
Again, every song we hit from him, like my respect grows.
Yeah. Also,
every
we hit the whole
song.
Graceland album. Like that was, if you want to see that, go on Patreon. But like that was spectacular. Like
Yeah.
So yeah,
Damn. What else we're gonna answer with Paul Simon?
we'll see you next video.
Peace. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you had a good time watching that video, go and upvote the video, subscribe if you're not already. Check out some other videos here on the YouTube or on the Patreon if you want extra juicy stuff you can't get on YouTube.